Good morning, everyone. Let's go ahead and get started. Please take your seats. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wow, it is exciting to hear all the chatter that's occurring. You know, when Dr. Carlos Albizu Miranda had a vision, I don't know if he was expecting to be this, right? His goal was to make sure that we provided services to respective communities. He wanted to make sure that regardless of what you spoke, regardless of what you look like, that we had services provided to our community when it came to mental health and overall well-being. So it's a pleasure to be here as the 6th president of Albizu University, but more than that, it's a pleasure to continue his legacy here in the Doral area. So to all of you, thank you for being here, and let me give you a round of applause. As many of you know, we have been here in this community for a long time. And with the leadership of those leaders here at Albizu, including our interim chancellor, Dr. Rios, we are going to continue to not just survive here in the community, but we want to thrive and keep moving forward and forward. Outside the boundaries of our little parking lot here, right? We want to make sure we're active in the community. We want to make sure that when there is ever a question about social well-being, mental health well-being, that the first call that the mayor's office is going to take or make will be Albizu. With that being said, we're also grateful to have the Vice Mayor here, Piñero, and his family here to join us in what's not so much, I think, an event, but a start of wellness, right? I want to make sure that for those women that are here, that you're doing your screenings, if you don't do it here in the van, but that you continuously do your screening on an annual basis, follow the recommendations of the medical professions. I want to make sure that those of you remember that we do have a great clinic here, a psychological service clinic here, that will service both Spanish, English, and I'm sure in other languages. I'm looking at Dr. Tuberman. We'll get there. We also have our speech language pathology clinic there. Again, where are the students, the interns, the students in blue? Raise your hand. Please talk to them about speech language and pathology screening. But overall, again, this is a wellness space, a safe space. We also have distinguished members of our faculty and staff. If you could raise your hand, because I'm not going to call on you individually, but faculty and staff, will you raise your hand, please, to be acknowledged? These are also the great leaders to make it happen. Finally, I'm going to make a major call out. That is, a lot of you are here maybe as participants, but we know that what the pandemic did for us is open our eyes that we need more healthcare providers and more providers in the field, especially those who are bilingual. I am begging you that if you are not already in an academic program and seeking to become a licensed professional counselor, seeking to become a psychologist, seeking to become a speech language pathologist, consider Albizu. We are a welcoming place, and we're just down the street in your community, in your neighborhood. With that, I said welcome, and we're excited to have you. With that being said, we're going to speed up the program a little bit, and it's an honor for me to at least welcome the Vice Mayor Piñero of Doral. I think the Vice Mayor have a couple words of welcome, and then we'll continue with our program. Vice Mayor.
Thank you. Good morning. Buenos días. Well, first of all, I'm very happy to be here today, and it's like coming back home, because I was actually sharing the story about when I was working as a chief of staff for the city of Doral back in 2014 for the mayor back then, and that was actually my first approach with Albizu University. And it's unbelievable the growth that has been happening here for the past it's going to be the last 10 years. And but the last few years has been pretty amazing, and that's why when I was told about this event today, I said I have to be there. And the mayor was happy as well that this was happening, and she actually said, well, you're the one that has to go because you have history with Albizu. So I'm happy to be here today on behalf of the mayor and the city council, and this is important, and it's something that we have to keep doing, and that you have my commitment and my word that it's just the beginning of a relationship that it has been there, but maybe we haven't taken advantage that we should as a city having you guys here. So please know that you have my commitment that certainly will be a great honor to do more, because it's what you said. I mean, this is not an event, but it's a celebration of what is possible to do when the community come together with a great university like Albizu, and also the city. And that's the approach that we have to take. And that's why you have my commitment that it's something that we're gonna do from now on, because there is a community in need. Believe it or not, I mean, we always talk about Doral, but there is a community here in Doral that really need the services. There is a community here in Doral that unfortunately they don't have a healthcare insurance. There is a community that's still struggling here in the city, and that's why as an elected official, obviously I'm committed to make a difference in our community, and that's why I want to say thank you for doing this and hosting this here in the city. So I know we have been waiting a lot this morning, and speaking about wellness, and that's why I look like this, because I'm coming from a park that we were celebrating a wellness program in one of our parks. But certainly for me, it's a great pleasure to recognize Albizu University on behalf of our mayor and the city for everything that you have done, but especially for taking care of those in need. So as Vice Mayor of the City of Doral, it's a great pleasure and honor to recognize Albizu University with this certificate of recognition. Thank you. Y les digo rapidito en español, gracias a todos los que hacen la diferencia por estar acá presente, no solamente Albizu, que ha sido un gran aliado de la ciudad por muchos años, pero la intención es que eso se fortalezca aún mucho más, estas relaciones. Quiero darle las gracias, obviamente, a Oasis Radio, que se encuentra acá también. Gracias, Tati. Gracias a toda la familia de Oasis por estar acá, que siempre están a nivel comunitario. Y por eso también a los maestros, a todo el grupo, a toda la familia de Albizu, gracias por hacer la diferencia en nuestra comunidad, ¿ok? Gracias.
Gracias. Quiero tomar este tiempo y pedir la familia de Albizu, los profesores, los administradores, si pueden pasar bien rapidito, all the administrators and all the faculty, if you don't mind coming up real quick, hurry up, get up here. Doctora Barroso, avanza. Bien rápido, doctora Alvelo. Todos los que están aquí de la familia, doctora Lescano, I'm looking around, bendito Néstor, te vemos. Todos los facultativos, todos los que están aquí. Amados, por ellos estamos aquí sirviendo esta ciudad, sirviendo esta comunidad. Y yo no me puedo quedar aquí solo pensando que yo merezco este reconocimiento. Este reconocimiento es por la espalda de todas estas personas que están aquí. De parte de nuestra comunidad también de Puerto Rico, tenemos que darle las gracias a todos ustedes. Thank you. You guys make this place rock. So I just can't stay here and take this alone. So con eso les quiero decir, vamos a comenzar. Thank you y reconocer todos los que están aquí de la familia de Miami de Doral. Saludos y gracias. All right.
Que no se ve mi felicidad. Qué placer. ¿Quieres fotos?
Sí, no, we gotta take pictures. Ustedes tienen la camisa, todo. Vamos a tomar Diani.
So I just wanted to announce today's activities very briefly, so if you guys just give me your attention. So thank you everyone for coming to our first ever mental health awareness community event. All right, thank you. So for those of you that don't know me, although I think most of you do, I'm Dr. Turgeman, the clinic director. I just wanted to make a few announcements. So we have a day filled with activities, such as that. We're going to be opening up the doors to our clinic. For those of you that haven't seen it firsthand, we're going to be doing walking tours. Some of the doors are going to be open for you guys to see our facilities, and some of them are closed. because we're going to be having different evaluations going on. So we're going to be having dementia screeners and evaluations from the speech and language program going on throughout the day. Also, we're going to have yoga happening really soon, and that's going to be in the classroom over there to the left. And I also wanted to recognize some of our amazing vendors. So behind me, behind the staircase, we have the Savvy Sensory Shop, which is doing amazing activities with children. So if you brought your kiddos, your little ones, make sure to take them by so they can interact with all the stuff we have for them. And then we have amazing vendors outside these doors. We have Paleta 305 for all your popsicle needs. We have JJ's Gelato and Coffee, so if you want a cafecito and a gelato. And then we have Guacamole making amazing dishes and bowls for you guys. And then finally we have our Ole Ola, Anita's back. So we have our cafeteria open for you guys to get snacks, pastelitos, croquetas, whatever you guys want. So we have a lot of food for those of you guys that maybe came from a walk or run, or just hungry because it's actually lunchtime. And so we're going to have different activities throughout the day. Make sure to see our facilities. And like was stated before, you know, they said it better probably than I could. Today is all about raising awareness. So everyone here today is kind of an ambassador to mental health awareness. So make sure to spread the word, not just about Albizu and our services, but about mental health awareness in general. The reason we're doing it today is because this is Mental Health Awareness Month. So there's a lot of events that have been going on to raise awareness. And it's not just about mental health, but about health in general. So make sure to be ambassadors to the field, okay? So that was it. Thank you all for coming and making this event possible.